Hello and welcome. Today we'll be taking a look at You Nameless Scum, writing by Rinaldo Agostini and editing by Damien Villa. This is, well, I'm just going to read the description on the back. Your head feels heavy as you lift it from a pool of your own puke. You Nameless Scum is the first game book, aka Choose Your Own Path book, for MÖRK BORG. It will let you play a quick and brutal adventure for one, and in the process, create characters fully ready to use in your MÖRK BORG games, at least if you make the right choices and survive. You Nameless Scum is 100% autonomous and can be played without the MÖRK BORG core rulebook, which I actually have next to me. That's it. It is also 100% compatible with it, and you'll be able to play the adventure with any official or third-party class in your possession. So we will not be using a third-party class. I was thinking of taking my MÖRK BORG solo characters and just dumping them in here, but I think we're not gonna do that. We're gonna make a character based off this. Like it said here, this is a Choose Your Own Adventure book based on the MÖRK BORG setting. It is made by Rinaldo Agostini, who also goes by the username Rhinoc, and I've talked to him a few times. He made this excellent book that just came in today, Regicide, which is a Forbidden Psalm campaign that I've been going through with my friend, and it's really, really, really freaking good. So I'm looking forward to diving into this. I did want to know what I was getting myself into, so I cheated a bit, and I let my friend play it. And I was like, okay, how did it go? So I kind of wanted to know generally what I might need to be aware of. Basically, I have to be as clear as possible with my speech, which unfortunately I'm from Singapore, so that's not gonna happen. My accent is gonna come true and is going to ruin everything. So I have a character sheet here. Rather, I have 4 character sheets because according to what my friend told me, I'm gonna die. So I have 4 character sheets. I'm ready for it. I have my pencil and my pen ready to go. Probably gonna use the pencil. If it doesn't show up, I'll use the pen. Yeah, I think this is how I'm gonna do it. I need you guys to be able to see this. So I'm gonna zoom the camera in a bit. A lot. I'm gonna zoom it in a lot. There you go. And yeah, this should be good, right? Okay, so You Nameless Scum. Let's start at the beginning here. Why don't... Alright, here we go. I'm gonna start narrating. When the basilisk Verhu predicted total annihilation, the world was doomed, for he's always right. Madmen and scum wander around, waiting for the inevitable end, abandoning themselves to the most repulsive vices, falling into the utmost apathy, or trying to pursue worthless riches. Some may even try to find redemption, or at least solace from the sins that are weighing down their soul. Others may be on the opposite end, trying to hasten the fulfillment of Verhu's prophecies with every action they take. Only one thing is certain: you can't stop the apocalypse. So every time I read this sentence, I think of the song "You Can't Stop the Apocalypse" from the MÖRK BORG soundtrack, I think by Noll, Gnoll. They have a song in there where it's a very catchy song, but I think of that song whenever I read this. So that kind of sets the stage. If you're familiar with MÖRK BORG, you already know all of this, but yeah. So You Nameless Scum is a game book adventure where you explore and shape the dying world of MÖRK BORG through your choices. To play this game, you'll first need to create your character. This poor, unfortunate soul will be the protagonist of the story. They will be challenged by many obstacles, and they probably won't survive. At least, not the first time. To begin, grab a sheet of paper, download an official MÖRK BORG character sheet, or photocopy page 9 of this book. I have that ready to go. So then go to page 5 and follow the rules for character creation. If you possess the original MÖRK BORG rulebook, you can choose to read the adjacent yellow box instead. After you're done with your character, grab a pencil, get some dice, and start reading from paragraph 1. From time to time, you may be asked to test an ability, and these are all just basically how you play MÖRK BORG, so I won't go too into it. But yeah, if you know, you know. There's also rules for actually using the MÖRK BORG characters from the actual rulebook. These are all just MÖRK BORG rules. So let's just move on. We'll start by creating our character. So let's actually start. You can keep track of everything on a piece of paper. So let's see. Start by rolling your character's abilities. Roll a d8 4 times for each ability, and that's gonna be, let's see here, 2. That's probably not a good start. 3, 4, 8. 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, great. So that means that we have, let me just bring this into view. 2, 3, 4, 8 indicates that we have a strength of -2, an agility of -1, a presence of 0, and a toughness of +3. Your HP will be d8 plus your toughness, minimum of 1. So let's roll for that. 3, so that's going to be 6 HP. So I'm gonna write 6 HP here, and I'm gonna write, for the current is just going to be in pencil. Hopefully you can still read that. Begin with d6 omen points. So d6 omen points. 3, okay. So omens are pretty important in this, as they are in the MÖRK BORG actual rules. Omens basically can allow you to deal maximum damage with one attack, reroll a dice roll, lower the damage dealt to you, lower the DR. Those are all like common MÖRK BORG stuff, but there's also read one of the following paragraphs before making a choice. I really do like that. You can read one of the consequences of the choices before you actually make the choice by using an omen, which is really cool. You can also begin with one of the following skills. We'll roll for that. We got a 2. Let's see what it is. You can write D4 notes in this book for future runs. You know what? I think we are gonna write in this book. I guess. We're gonna vandalize the hell out of this book. Yeah, why not? Why not? How many notes can we actually take? 4. Okay, so we can take 4 notes. I should probably write that down somewhere. I'll write it down here, I think. 4 notes. So we can write 4 notes in the book. So the book is giving me permission to vandalize it, so so that's great. A maximum of 3 words can be written for each note. Okay, so don't give them a name, they don't deserve it yet. Keep reading to see what you have to do. So, what do you have? So this is basically equipment, this starting equipment. And if you get to the end of the adventure, you can actually roll up your points by totaling the value of your possessions. So start by rolling for a weapon. 4! Oh shit, we start with a Zweihander. Oh god, okay, that's good. Zweihander. Zweihander. And that's going to be D10 damage, and that's going to be 60 silver. Alright, let's hope that we get some armor as well. Oh shit, I'm rolling really well today. We get robust medium armor, minus D4, 100 silver. Oh man, we're gonna survive this the first run through. Medium armor, and that's gonna be minus D4, 100 silver. However, I believe that it raises all of the agility tests by 2, including defending. Yeah, that's right. So it's the same as in the core book. So minus 2 there because of the medium armor. I think that's fine. Oh, the skill is... I should have probably written the skill here. Whoops. Ah, well, it's fine. Whatever. Let's see. Roll for a random item and gain 4d6 silver. Okay. We're going to roll d20. And I'm going to get 8. So that's going to be... Let's see here. A handful of curative herbs. Eat them to heal D2 HP. D2 HP. That's not... Okay. Used before reading a new paragraph or instead of attacking during combat. Okay. Curative herbs. So, curative herbs. That's going to be D2. Very cool. We also get 4d6 silver. So, we're going to roll that. We're going to get 20 silver. Oh, we start with a lot, actually. That's actually pretty good. Like here, maybe? Yeah, 20 silver. Okay, cool. Now that we have basically set up our character, we can go to paragraph 1 and start reading. Okay, so that's the character sheet. This is just some quick rules for violence or combat in the game. And let's actually start our journey. Your head feels heavy as you lift it from a pool of your own puke. The soil under your fingers is cold. The air is dry and hot. You sit up and lean against the rocky wall of the cave. The only light source is a bonfire at its center. The cinders are black, and only a few flickers keep the charred logs burning. A pair of figures, a woman and a weird serpentine form, painted on the bare rock, glimmer in the darkness. You stagger to your feet, trying to put your mind at ease and remember why you're here. As soon as you try to piece things together, you feel a piercing pain in your skull. It is like something is carefully carving out memories, causing your body to shake with fits of pain. You know these figures are important to you. You know they have meaning, but you can't remember why. You scratch your forehead and feel something thin stuck there. Extracting it causes a drop of blood to slip to your nose. It's a white needle that looks to be made out of bone, but probably not that of an animal. The air in the cave is getting more and more stale by the minute. It's hard to breathe. This mystery can be solved later. You stumble around, testing your ability to walk, while fighting the urge to vomit again. It takes a while, but you're finally sure your legs will support you. After grabbing a piece of the burning firewood, you feel your way along the rocky walls until you eventually find a small crevice. It looks like this is the only way out. Go to 12. Now, whenever I come across a choice, I will do whatever chat tells me if you tell me to do something. First person to make the choice, basically I'll just do whatever they tell me to do. 12. You drop to your knees and crawl into the passage, using the feeble light from the glowing log to pierce the darkness in front of you. You feel your head bumping on the rock above, while you crawl as fast as you can. Hopefully, you'll get out of here before the heat smothers you. Make a presence check. Okay, so this game utilizes like the MÖRK BORG system, so we're gonna do a presence check. Our presence is not that great, but it's not that bad either. It's just a 0. So let's check that. We're gonna need a 12 or up. We fail. Fantastic start. So we did not succeed, so we go to 7. After a few minutes, you finally make your way out of the narrow passage and back to your feet as the cave opens up. Gasping for a breath of fresh air, you see the cave forks into 2 directions. You choose to go down the left tunnel or the right tunnel. Make your choice. I'm gonna pause for a bit. If anybody in chat wants to tell me to go left or right, you can tell me. This is a bit tricky because there's a bit of delay, and the longer I wait, the more pathetic it seems. So I'm going to counteract this by taking a very long sip of water. Okay, thank you, Omega. Thank you for the prompt reply. Right. Okay. Go right. So that's going to be 20. Let's see here. Okay. You're feeling better. Your nausea is finally gone. But you can't say the same about the heat. The more you walk inside the tunnel, the harder it is to breathe. It takes a few minutes of walking, but it finally opens up into a large cave. Various crates are amassed near the walls. You approach them with care and lift a dusty bottle from the nearest one. Your hopes of quenching your thirst are quickly dismissed as you notice it's empty. You upturn it, and a few drops of something that was once wine drip onto the floor. The other crates are none the richer. They are filled with cobwebs and empty bottles. The whole place looks like an abandoned smuggler's cove. You inspect the rocky walls with your only source of light, checking every nook and cranny, and find 3 passages. A small tunnel, which appears to be the source of the heat, a narrow vertical tunnel with weird graffiti of a pale, featureless man painted near it, and a wide tunnel echoing with the sounds of someone mumbling in the distance. So, there are 3 choices here. We can delve into the hot passage, probably not a good idea. We can slide down into the tunnel with the graffiti, also probably not a good idea. Or we can go towards the voice, which is probably the worst idea. So among these choices, I'm interested in the voice, I think. So I'm gonna go to 71. 71. The voice gets louder. I'm not gonna die here. It will sink. Pointless. A hunched man is pacing back and forth near a lantern placed on a rock in the middle of the tunnel. He's tall and slim, with long grey hair that sways from left to right when he shakes his head. I can't go back. I won't. He has some sort of heraldry sewn on his leather armor, but you can't recognize it under the thick layer of dust and mud. His sword is in no better condition. It drips blood on the floor as he paces. He hasn't seen you yet. We can attack him, we can talk to him, or we can go back without him noticing. So the question is, are we going to be a murder hobo? Are we going to be civil? Or are we going to be a coward? I think all these are great options. Yeah, this one I'll let you guys decide. Civil? Alright, okay. Thank you, chat. We will talk to him. So that's going to be page 149. There we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. I can immediately see what this is. You walk out of the darkness and into the light of the lantern, kicking a small rock to announce your presence. The man jumps back and turns around. He looks at you with an indecipherable expression on his face. Roll 2d6. I know what this is. This is a reaction roll, so the lower we get, the worse it's gonna be. So let's see how much we get. We get a 3 and a 4, 7. I think that's 7 to 12, go to 176. So that's gonna be probably a good thing. I mean, if it's in line with the rules. Ah, here we go. I thought I saw a specter. The man puts a hand on his heart. His shoulders slump. I wouldn't be surprised considering this place. He sits near the lantern. I guess if you had wanted to cut my poor old throat, you would have already done it. So I'm all ears. There aren't many people you can have a meaningful conversation with. At least not here in Sarkash. Okay, so Sarkash is a forest towards the north of the Dying Lands. So we're somewhere in there. We can ask, why are you here? Why is this cave so hot? Or have you ever seen me before? That last one is pretty interesting to me, but I'm not sure. Again, I'll leave this to you guys. Chad has told me to ask, why is this cave so hot? So that's going to be 79. Okay. Why is this cave so hot? This place used to be a smuggler's cove. It goes down several levels, but the wax has invaded all the lower ones. When the damn stuff boils, it spreads everywhere. Even in the clean levels, it's hard to breathe. He shakes his head. And what's worse, weird creatures use it as a warehouse for things far more dangerous than Schleswig's drugged wines. He passes his tongue over his sharpened teeth. Oh, he's a fang deserter. Okay. And smacks his lips. You know, they used to pay me to turn a blind eye during my city guard days. We can ask him more questions or we can leave him to his thoughts. I think I'm gonna ask more questions. This one I'm just gonna ask more questions here. So we're in Sarkash and there's this fang deserter. I see you're impatient. Is there something else you want to ask me? You know what? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here of all places? Well, was he from Gelgenberg? Oh, wait, it says it right here actually. I come from Grift. 2 weeks ago, they sent me here to investigate the origin of the invasive wax. When that damn stuff boils, it destroys everything. Entire crops rot under the dying sun because of it. He shakes his head, not to mention all the corpses pushed back to the surface. It penetrates crypts, tombs, shallow graves. Not a single grave digger in all of Graven Tusk is happy. He looks worried. I don't think good old Sigfum is going to like what we've discovered. Not that I can get back in anyway. He lowers his head, twitching. He can't stand the light. It's using the wax to sink this whole place. I don't think starving us was the goal. It's in the forest. It's like a horrible snake. It was too much, my friends. He trembles, almost tipping the lantern over. We didn't stand a chance. I didn't want to abandon them, but the man grows silent and sighs. He looks tired. I think we're gonna ask him the last question because I want to know. So that's gonna be, let's see here, 67. Have you ever seen me before? We're gonna go to 33. What a weird question. He shakes his head. The only person I saw was an old lady. She was dragging corpses into the cave. Okay. He trembles. They are unnerving, featureless creatures. I think some of them are still breathing. I stabbed one, but it didn't budge. He scratches his chin. I just got here a couple of days ago and I haven't explored this place fully. I can't exclude the possibility that something else may be lurking inside. He watches you with wary eyes. Sometimes, ignorance is a blessing, wanderer. Okay, let's leave him to his thoughts. I think we have enough information. So there's an old lady dragging these corpses in. There's this weird kind of like substance. So there's going to be 141. Let's see. Thanks for the chat, Wanderer. He points his finger towards the darkness. The exit is near. You follow his directions and walk forward into the cave, leaving him alone with his sins. Before the curve of the tunnel puts him out of sight, you turn back to give him one last look. He's still sitting near the lantern, using a hand to cover his teary eyes. His huge sobbing frame projects a shuddering shadow on the jagged tunnel walls. It doesn't take long before you feel gusts of fresh air on your face. It's the exit. You throw aside the burning log and sprint towards the light. You're finally out of the cave. Go to 14. Okay, we've made it out of the cave. Good start, good start. I think we're off to a good start. I think we're gonna survive this for sure. You sprint forward, feeling the grass under your feet and watching the green forest spring up all around you. The trees are incredibly bulky, and some of them are so close that you feel like they grew way too quickly. But that's not important. After all the rock and heat, anything is a welcome change. But you feel like you've already been here. You move forward with no destination in mind. As you walk, you notice that the air is not as clean as you first thought. It's hot, it's stale, it's barely breathable. It's not as bad as the cave, but the heat is still there. You inspect the closest tree, finding its bark is damaged in various spots, and discovering black wax oozes out in place of resin. It looks like the pus separating out of an infected wound. The next tree has the same affliction. Its leaves have also all fallen, leaving naked, twisting branches under the grey sky. Smelling something foul, you peek over a fallen trunk. You walk towards the smell, thinking this problem might be fixed once and for all. It doesn't take long before you see an entire bog of boiling black wax. It looks like a whole swath of the forest sank into it, leaving only the tops of the trees protruding from the black ooze. You circumnavigate it. The soil is yielding and rubbery. It feels like the whole forest is floating on this black wax. The burbling sound of air bubbles popping inside the bog is unnerving. Go to 52. Okay, this reminds me of one of my first MÖRK BORG adventures. They did also use a bog full of black ooze. I wonder if this is going to go into a similar direction. You see something that looks like an animal carcass floating inside the bog. The poor bastard probably got caught in the wax and drowned. As you look a little more intently, you notice it's not an animal at all, it's a corpse. And that's not fur, but hair, which is tangled in huge chunks of grime and splattered on her face. She's floating towards you at an increasing speed. You don't belong here, wanderer. You jump back as she crawls near the shore. I already told you, the hag can't prevent it. Our lord will slither under Sarkash, and everything will belong to him. She's completely out of the bog by now, exposing her naked skeletal body. Wax gushes out of the holes in her stretched, pale skin, sizzling on the grass. You look confused. Did the hag finally carve you out as well? She comes closer, her weight making the soil sink a little more with each step she takes. Think of your next words carefully and speak with honesty. This is becoming a Yoda voice. I'm turning into Yoda. I'm gonna try not to become Yoda. Your kind could never deceive me. So so do we ask, do you know the witch? Or do we ask, what is the Shadow Lord? Okay, so Chad has told me to ask, do you know the witch? Let's turn to 64. Okay. She laughs. Yes, people call her a witch sometimes. She tilts her head. You were escorting her just days ago. I guess to the place where she keeps all her failures under check. She walks back towards the bog, dipping her toe into the wax. I tried to lure you inside. Embrace the wax. But the hag was sure you wouldn't budge. She was right. She submerges again into the boiling wax and swims towards the center of the bog, using dead branches from sunken treetops to navigate her way forward. I don't think she expected you to find interest in her again after carving out your memories like she did. You have a limited time to get them back, wanderer. She laughs and sings a little more. The Inquisitors of the Basilisks captured her near Graven Tusk. I may have something to do with her captivity, or maybe not. You can only see her mouth now, a minuscule island of white teeth surrounded by a black, boiling sea. Either way, you're on a good path to find her, even though she could be already dead. Wax rushes inside her open mouth, submerging her for good. Write pursuer of the witch in your character description. So this is kind of like a tag system, I guess, like similar to Fabled Lands, I think, where you have this tag system and they'll ask you, do you have this tag? And if you do, then it changes things in the future. So it's kind of like the book has a memory for what you did. So I do like that that is inside this book. So we're going to page 77 now. So we're now pursuing this witch, I guess. Let's see. This is interesting. I really like it. The forest is nearly silent again. You only hear the grumbling sound of the boiling wax inside the bog. The fumes are nauseating and remind you too much of the cavern. It's time to get moving. 183, okay. Let's see. Okay, the encounter in the bog shocked you, but at least it gave you purpose. The corpse said you had already met her before. You try to remember something more, but pain is the only reward you get for your efforts. You take a different approach by trying to remember the witch's face instead. Nothing surfaces except that weird graffiti you saw in the cave. The sky is turning dark and you're wandering through Sarkash with more doubts than before. Roll a d8. Okay, you got it. 3. On a 1 to 3, go to page 204. Okay. While thinking about your situation, you notice something weird in the distance. Between the trees are some lights, but they're not like the ones you've seen from lanterns or torches. They look like a weird constellation moving through the forest and drawing closer to you. Gusts of wind start blowing from the direction of the lights, sweeping the heat and stench of wax away. So we have the choice to basically move towards the lights or find a place to hide. I think I want to move towards the lights. Yeah, I think I'm going to move towards the lights. 134. You move towards the lights, pushing away bushes, weaving between trees, and avoiding overgrown roots. If there is something on the hunt, you won't let it find you trembling like a rat in the gutter. Go to 157. We haven't gotten a fight yet, so let's see. You cover your eyes to screen them from the light as you get closer. A stag stands among the trees, watching you with inquisitive eyes. He's as tall as you and has lanterns stuck between his antlers that blaze in a weird constellation above his head. You notice a couple of them are stained with dirt, one with dried blood. That's really interesting, okay. We're neither a bog defiler, nor are we a follower of the Shadow Lord, so we'll roll a 2d6, presumably for their reaction. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be not good. So that's going to be 44. Okay, 44. Let's see whether we have a fight on our hands. You see hate inside the creature's eyes. It rises on its hindquarters, bellowing in the howling wind. Chunks of dirt lift as it tramples the grass with its hooves. It points its antlers at you, lanterns blazing. Go to 88. I think we're gonna have to fight this thing, or run, or something. Let's see how we do. The beast bellows and charges you. The Lightbringer. Let's see what its stats are. That's D8 damage on it. Okay, I think yeah, we're gonna have to fight this thing. So let's see who starts first. I really hope it's not them, because if we get hit, we can just die in one hit here. So that's really bad. Let's see who starts first. Oh no, they start first. We're gonna have to dodge it, and we're gonna have an agility of, literally, we have an agility of -3 because of our medium armor. So we're gonna have to look for a 15 up. And we don't dodge it. Its antlers kind of like stab us. And well, how much damage do we avoid is the question, firstly. We avoid 1 damage. How much damage does it do? Oh, this is bad. Okay, thank God. Okay, it does only 1 damage. So we are currently at 5 HP. Now, we have to be able to attack it here. So omens can actually be used here, and I think we're actually going to want to use the omens. Okay, we're gonna try to stab it, and we are gonna need a 14 up. Oh, what did I get? Oh, we got a 16. Okay, we do manage to attack it. I am going to use one Omen here because it has 8 HP. I'm going to deal maximum damage. So I'm going to use one Omen here. And that's going to deal maximum damage to Lightbringer. And it doesn't have any armor, so it's going to deal 10 damage and kill it immediately. So we won our first combat, barely, but we do actually beat it. So if you kill it, go to 73. So we were able to kill this Lightbringer. So let's see. With a last blow, the stag crashes to the forest floor. Lanterns get tossed everywhere as the beast writhes and twitches on the grass, spurting blood on the nearby trees. His screams sound human. They get louder and louder until he finally stops moving. You sense the forest just got a little bit darker. Is it simply because the lanterns are now extinguished? You prefer not to think too much about the implications of your actions, oh no, as you leave the corpse behind. That doesn't sound good. Before moving on, you give it one last look. You could swear it's sinking into the terrain, the wax already working to reclaim the beast's mangled corpse. The wind is silent. You keep walking. Write killer of the Lightbringer in your character description. Oh god, that's probably not great. So killer of the Lightbringer. So go to 80. Let's see here. I think we might just have done something quite terrible. Whoops. So Page of Moths in chat says, great, you killed the spirit guardian of the forest. I think that's what happened. Yeah, not the best. You still have to find a proper place to rest. The grey sky is turning black, and you can barely see where you're going. You've somehow stumbled on every route in this whole damned forest. You could almost swear the trees were doing it on purpose just to mock your efforts in exploring their domain. Your foot slips and you fall in a bush. But maybe this was actually a stroke of luck. As you get up and dust yourself off, you see a small breach near a pile of rocks. The prospect of diving into another cave isn't that appealing, but it may be better than sleeping out in the open. As you approach, you notice something glittering on the floor. A thin line of salt crosses the entrance. Okay, so our choices are rest inside the cave or find another spot in the open. There is a thin line of salt across the entrance, which makes me think that this is a sacred place. Chad is telling me to rest in the cave and that the salt is a good omen. I'm somewhat doubtful of this, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get salty about it, I guess. Oh, that's a terrible joke. You cross the salt line and move inside the cave. It is cold and damp, a welcome contrast to the unbreathable air of the forest and the previous cave. You place your hand on the rocky wall and walk forwards. You feel your hand getting wet. As the tunnel bends downwards, you notice something red reflecting off the damp walls. You may not be alone here. 72. A skeleton sits in the middle of the cave. A feeble red light glows from its bones, reflecting off various metallic bowls in front of it. The skeleton is positioned with legs crossed and palms outstretched, as if waiting to be paid a tribute. Go to 137, okay? So we can pay it something? Let's see. Oh! You can offer to or take from the hermit's hoard as you wish, but keep track of it here. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so basically, we can, over time, we can give offerings and like across different characters, we can continuously give offerings, and at some point, we will have offerings that are worth more than 77 silver. And that will actually allow us to go to 170. Do we have anything that we can actually offer? I know we have 20 silver with us. We can... I'm not going to give my Zweihander away. Curative herbs. I don't know how much that costs. I should have written it down. Should we actually... I'll donate something. I think I'm going to donate 20 silver. So my next character who comes across this, basically, hopefully they will actually, donate something else and make the total more than 77 silver. So I'm going to write here in pencil, 20 silver. There we go. It's very faint, but hopefully you can see that. Okay, so we're not going to donate any more than that. We are going to cross off the 20 silver from our character sheet here. 0 silver for now. And we're going to... I think, you know what? I am going to take those curative herbs. So that's just gonna put us to full. We could roll for it, but we only have 1 health loss, so we're gonna go back up to full, and we're gonna no longer have our curative herbs. So cross that off. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to 32. Okay, here we go. You're sick and tired of this place. The whole day has been a mess from start to finish. Your rumbling stomach reminds you that you haven't managed to eat anything yet. If you have a meal or water, you can consume it to heal D4 HP. I don't think we have either of those. You lie down on the rocky floor and try to find the least uncomfortable position so as to get some sleep. In your half-asleep state, weird images keep forming inside your mind. They're so vivid, you could swear they are inside a cave with you. Roll a d4, okay? 1. A man is plundering the corpses of a couple of women, picking up all their possessions and storing them inside of a bag. His hands are bloodied, his eyes are greedy. And finally, sleep comes. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. 16. The ground where you're sleeping is not of the same consistency anymore. You feel like you're sinking inside it. You try to open your eyes, but it's no use. Everything is dark and dragging you downward, like being inside liquid resin. You try to open your mouth, but it won't budge. You stop your struggling in the complete darkness. Are you even awake? 138. Okay. You touch your face to find that it's completely smooth. You try to find your nose, your eyes, your mouth. Nothing's there anymore. And yet you smell, you see, you breathe. You try to peer into the darkness around you. You're walking on what appears to be frozen black wax under a dark gray sky. You feel your mind getting lighter, clearer. You are struck with inspiration as a name emerges from the depths of your rotten memories. You can write this lie on your character sheet or leave it here for future wanderers. So we now have a name. Is there a name generator inside here actually? If there is, I would like to use that. Hey, wait, there is. Is it? Yeah, we'll use this. So that's page 138. Okay, we'll just use this. This is a D20, so we get a name finally. 5. Luranko. Okay, our name is Louis, they call us. There we go. So we have a name now, finally. Okay. There are other people in the distance. Go to 175. At least we got a name. That's pretty good. I'd say that's a win, even if we die here. Alright, the lie is told. Now you feel as though there are some mourning figures in the distance, waiting just outside your field of view. They appear as distorted, featureless creatures like you. The more you try to focus on them, the clearer they appear. You can finally distinguish various people, either forming little crowds or walking alone on the horizon. They're not as far away as they appear. You could reach them in a couple of steps, if you wish to do so. If you have written a moon in your character description, go to 18. We have not. If not, and you want to try running away, go to 186. Otherwise, you can march forward towards your choice of the following figures. An army is marching near a hill of wax. A small group of soldiers with their heads down hold tattered banners and huddle around a campfire. A faceless person stands still in the distance. They look oddly familiar. A pack of wild dogs is howling in the distance. Their silhouettes are fuzzy and confused, but their cries aimed at the night sky are more than clear. Another featureless individual is looking in your direction. Are they mimicking your moves, or are you mimicking theirs? A richly dressed person paces back and forth. They appear to be waiting for someone. Okay, I'm gonna leave this decision up to chat, and I will take this moment to take a sip of water. Water. Chad has told me that it is a tough situation and I should just run away. So I'm gonna be a coward and I'm gonna run. 186. Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna run. Let's see. This place holds no promise of anything good. You run away from the shapes, trying to remove them from your field of view. It's not as easy as you thought. No matter how much you run, they keep reappearing after a while. The whole place lacks any kind of distinctive features. There's nothing but dark soil and grey sky. Finding a direction and keeping it is not an easy task. I'm just gonna roll. So I need a 16 or above to succeed, which is probably not gonna do it. I got 9. Okay, not gonna happen. Even if I decrease the difficulty, it wouldn't happen, so we didn't get it. So that's going to be a no. We go to 196. Okay, you keep running. Your heart is pounding in your chest, thumping faster and faster. It's too late. It doesn't matter where you go. The figures keep appearing on the horizon. You touch your featureless, smooth face. You're trapped in this place for now. Go to 95. The horizon changes every time you look at it. It appears that you're stuck in this place. Choose your sins. You can't choose the same option twice. If you've already explored all the following options during this playthrough, go to 218. They are forcing us to make a choice here. We have to go with one of these. So again, we have the group of soldiers, the faceless person, pack of wild dogs, featureless individual, and richly dressed person. Okay, so Chad has told me doggies, along with a very cute emoji, and therefore we are going to go towards the pack of wild dogs who are crying at the night sky. This will surely end well for us. This will surely end well. 98. As you approach the pack, the howls grow louder. Their figures are fuzzy and as black as the wax floor. 3 of the dogs draw near, sniffing the air. They bark at you, drawing out their fangs and arching their backs. You can see their ribs protruding from the sides. It looks like they haven't eaten anything for a long time. They are watching you intently and drooling. If you have a meal, you can feed them, or you can just let them bite you, or you can attack them, or we can run again. What do we do? I don't actually know which one to go with, because we might just die if we let them bite us, but that might be the smart decision here. Chad is telling me to feed them. Unfortunately, I do not have a meal, so I cannot feed them. What do we do? What do we do? We can only let them bite us, attack them, or run away. Attack, okay. So Chad has told me to attack them, and I think that's the wise decision here anyway, so that's going to be 112. The 3 dogs leap forward, ready to kill. The rest of the pack observes. Okay, so there is actually a morale thing here. So if I kill, I believe, yeah, if I kill like 2 of them, I think it's, actually let me check this. When is morale tested? Let's see. If a single enemy has 1/3 or less of its HP left, or a group of enemies is reduced to half or less of its original size. So I have to kill 2 of them and then check for morale. Okay. So this is the scary part. Okay. Who goes first? This is very, very important. If it's 1 to 3, that's not great. Oh, it's okay. We go first. We're gonna go for, do all of them have the same stats? Yeah, they do. Okay. We're gonna go for one of the dogs and swing our Zweihander. And that's gonna be an 11. Oh my god. Okay, that's gonna be 11. And basically it's a DR 12 to hit. I have a strength of -2, so this actually is a 9. But I can actually lower the DR of 1 test by 4, which will make this pass. I think I need to kill these dogs quickly. So I'm going to say that I'm gonna use one of my omens, and I'm going to hit one of them. I'm not gonna deal maximum damage, I'm just gonna roll the damage. It is 10. Okay, so we're able to just take out one of the dogs. That's very good. So there's only 2 dogs remaining. The 2 other dogs are gonna be able to attack us. And this is where it's gonna get a bit messy. We're going to need a 15 up in order to dodge each one. We get a 15, so we dodge one of them. And we get a 9, which means we do not dodge one of them. They deal how much damage towards us? They deal maximum damage to us. And we are able to block 3 of it. So we go down to 5 HP. So we're getting pretty good rolls, actually. My luck is not failing me at the moment. We're gonna have to roll initiative, though. And this is important, again. So 2, they go first this time. Now, I'm gonna have to dodge twice again. I'm gonna get hit by the first one. So that's gonna be 1 damage, and that's gonna be automatically blocked, so that's good. We're fine. No, come on. Please, God, no. Is there any rules for fumbling in this? Okay, there's no rules for fumbling in this particular game book, thank God. But we get hit. We get hit. Okay. Oh God. I was like, oh my God, no. Okay, so let's see. How much damage do they deal? They'll deal 1 again. Okay, so we are blocking all of their damage. So Chad has told me that I'm dodging the dogs, but I would like to make a small minor correction. They are actually biting at me, and my armor is just barely stopping them from actually eating me alive. Just barely. So I'm gonna roll, and I have to be all hit this time, please. Come on. 18. Okay, we are able to hit. Okay, so we're gonna... Do we want to use the last omen here and trigger a morale check? Do we want to do that? I don't think we should. I don't think we should. So I'm just gonna roll and get 4 or more. No! Damn it. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah. So they have 3 HP. So I got 3 on my roll. So I take out 1 of them. So they're gonna have to do a morale check right now. So well, firstly, actually, we're gonna roll to see who goes first. They're gonna go first, but they're gonna have to do a morale check. So we're gonna roll 2d6, and they're gonna see if they roll higher than the morale. They're gonna roll higher than the morale, which means that they actually fail their morale check, I believe. Let's see if that's the case. Yes, they failed their morale check, so they fail morale, and we go to 119. We beat the dogs. Thank God. Okay, 119. We're doing good so far, actually. The dog's ribcage cracks under your weight as you stomp on it. Oh, that's kind of nasty. The other members of the pack growl louder, as if that has any chance of scaring you. You lift your foot from the corpse that has mutated into solid wax and make an aggressive step towards them. They all scatter in different directions, yapping their way towards the grey horizon. They'll have to do better than that to have a chance at catching you. But have they already tried it before? Write whatever this is in your character description. Those look like antlers. So I'm gonna try my best to... I think this is gonna have to suffice. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. If you now have 2 runes written there, go to 240. If not, go back to 95. No, we only have 1 rune. Okay. 95. Let's see. Oh, come on. No. You can't choose the same option twice. So, okay, we can't go to the dogs. Do we go for the soldiers, the faceless person, the featureless individual, or the richly dressed person? What do you guys think? Okay, so Chad has told me to approach the group of soldiers with their heads down and holding tattered banners and huddling around a campfire. 96. You walk near the group. The soldiers around the campfire are tree and faceless. Okay? It took you only 2 steps to reach them. The army still marches in the distance, appearing no closer than before. Tattered banners and shields are scattered on the ground, but you don't recognize any of them. The soldiers are mumbling and throwing logs of wood onto a fire that doesn't produce any extra heat or light. Their armor is caked in dried blood. Their weapons are dented from overuse. You listen to them, but their words are incoherent and don't make a lick of sense. When you approach the fire, the shortest one amongst them points a finger at you. Traitor! At least you finally understood something. Do we dissuade them from attacking? Do we attack them, or do we flee? I think we're gonna try to... What's our presence at? Can we dissuade them? We can try to dissuade them, I guess. Yeah, let's go with dissuade. Chad is also telling me to go with dissuade, and I think that's the right choice here. I mean, we have a chance to do it, so 102. You open your mouth to greet them, but the other 2 soldiers stand up. Oh no! Drawing their blades. Deserter! They abandon the campfire and march towards you, ready to kill. So... Oh no. That's... Traitor! Deserter! Backstabber! There is no mistaking the intentions of the 3 soldiers. Oh my god, their stats are... Oh shit. Oh shit. I have to go for the ones with no armor first. This is really bad, actually. This is actually really, really bad. But the one with the armor actually has a pretty good sword. So maybe I should go after him first. What should I do? Okay, I'm gonna go for the one in the center. So who goes first? Okay, I go first. So I'm gonna go for the one in the center who has the highest amount of armor. Yeah, let's go with that. So 15 up. Oh, we got 16. Okay, so we got 16. I am going to use my last remaining omen. Should I do this? Last remaining omen? Should I max damage him and kill him outright? And then I kill 1 more of them and possibly have the last one fail their morale test. That's my plan. I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna use up my omen, my last omen, and we're gonna just swing out his Y-hander and deal maximum damage. And it doesn't matter how much armor they have, they are going to die. They fall to the ground as the other two close in on me and make their attacks. Now, let's actually see. Am I able to dodge either one? No. And no, I'm not. Oh no, okay. The first one does d4 minus 1 damage. Oh, he does 0 damage. That's good for me. The second one does... Oh my god, I'm being very lucky today. I'm extremely lucky today, for once. They do no damage towards me. Who goes first in the next round? I go first. Now, I don't have any more omens, so I have to roll a 15 or up. There is no way I can affect the rolls anymore, so I have to roll a 15 or up. I get a 1! Oh my god. Okay, luckily there's no fumbling or anything in this system. We're using the gamebook rules, so we're good. So we're not gonna be able to hit them. Are they gonna be able to hit us? Oh shit, they are. The first one hits, and the second one hits. Oh my god. Okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna go down to 4 HP. That's bad. 2 and 3. Okay, so we block the damage of the second one, but the first one is able to scrape at us and deal us some damage. Oh boy, who goes next? Oh, they go first this time. Okay, that's even worse. 16. Yeah, we're gonna be able to dodge it. And 9. No, we're not gonna be able to dodge this one. 2 and 4. We are able to block it, thankfully. So again, we have to get a 15 up. There is no way we can adjust any of these omens anymore. We have to get 15 up. No, damn it! Is there anything I can do? No, I can't. I just gotta try to kill them. Okay, come on. 4. Okay, we go first this time. 15 up, please. I'm slowly dying. I'm actually slowly dying. I need a 15 up. No, I got 9! Do I dodge them? No, I don't. And no, I don't. They're chipping away at my health. Oh, they deal max damage. And I block 1. Which means that I am down to 1 HP. I'm down to 1 HP. The second one deals 1 damage. So I'm able to block all of it. But I have to roll a 15 up. Otherwise, I am going to die. Otherwise, I'm going to die for sure. So I'm going to try to roll a 15 up. Come on! 19! Okay. One of them has HP 5, one of them has HP 3. I'm gonna aim for the guy with less health. Now, I need to roll a 3 or more on a d10. And then they will do a morale check on the next round. I deal max damage. I kill the one with less health. We're gonna see who goes first next round. They're gonna go first, but they're gonna have to roll for morale. The morale is 6. I'm gonna have to beat a 6. And I do. They all fail morale, and I'm left with 1 HP. 1 HP. So, we kill 2 of the soldiers, and 1 runs away. They fail morale, so we're gonna go to 114. And the second soldier crashes to the floor, transforming into a statue of solid black wax. This is too much for the sole survivor, who drops to their knees and begs for mercy. At least this is what you think they're doing. Their words are incoherent and barely audible, like echoing through a veil of water. You only catch comrade and our orders among this river of pleas. It's better not to take any chances. You finish them off. Leaving another corpse on the black floor, their remains appear somehow familiar, even if faceless. Did you know them? Write whatever that is on your character description. So we now have 2 runes. So we can actually proceed onwards. We also only have 1 health left. So there's that. So we now can go to 240. Oh my god, we have 1 health left. If there's another combat encounter, we're dead. We're just dead. We don't have any omens. We don't have any curative herbs. We don't have anything. We only have 1 health. So 240 is... You wake up and touch your face. Nose, eyes, mouth. Everything is back in order. You never thought you'd be this happy to be back in this cursed forest. Not only do you have all your features back, but you also feel like you're a little closer to your memories, even if they are a bit shambled. You touch your nose one last time, just to be sure, and start walking. The dying sun is high behind the grey clouds in the sky. It's time to reach your destination once and for all. Heal D6 HP. If you have used up all of your omens, you can roll to get them back. Wait, what? Okay, so that means we can re-roll our omens. So firstly, we're gonna heal our HP. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Oh, we go back to full health. Okay, thank God. Okay. So, omens. I believe it's just D6 omens. So, we're just gonna re-roll our omens. Yeah, D6. Oh, wait, at least we're at full health, but we only have 2 omens. Okay, so that's great. Now, if you're a pursuer of the witch, you move towards Graven Tusk. Go to 220. I believe that we are. Okay, 220. Oh, this is great. This is so fun. I love this. Partially because I'm actually surviving, but partially also because this is just really good. It's just really good. The trees are growing sparser, and the grass is making way to a grey, dusty soil. The stench of the wax is still there, assaulting your senses like a hidden corpse, decomposing out of sight. You feel like you'll never get rid of it. It takes you some time to finally reach the edge of the forest, where the last few trees are replaced by the first tombstones. In case you guys are not aware, Graven Tusk is the graveyard, the large graveyard within Sarkash. They are chipped, ruined, and infested with vines, making it look like the graveyard and the forest are engaged in an endless battle to expand their borders. You're finally in Graven Tusk. Hopefully, the witch is still alive. If you are a defender of the downtrodden, which we are not, okay, so go to 238. So we are not a defender. This cemetery is bigger than you expected. As far as the eye can see, it's a crawling mess of tombstones, mausoleums, and crypts dug in every direction with no rhyme or reason. You swear you saw that same tombstone before. Roll a d8. Sure thing. There's gonna be a 6. Go to 231. Okay. What do we find in the depths of Graven Tusk? I really love how it incorporates like random rolling as well, which makes it like a different adventure each time. I love how you can leave stuff behind for future adventures as well. Okay, the smell of putrefaction mixed with the stench of wax stops you in your tracks. It should be a common smell considering the location, but it's way too pungent. It almost makes you puke. You turn your head around, expecting to find a corpse hiding somewhere. It smells like someone has been burned alive in the wax, and then left out in the dying sun to rot for months. You finally pinpoint the general direction of this assault on your sense of smell. The stench appears to be coming from an elaborate tombstone with a twin-headed basilisk statue surmounting it. Something's grabbing onto it, but you can't clearly see what. So I think we're gonna move towards the statue. I think it's far more interesting, so I'm gonna do that. 39. Oh, here you go. Oh, that's a long passage there. You walk forward, covering your nose and keeping an eye out for trouble. You walk around the statue to inspect it from the front. A knight is crucified to it. Someone nailed both his hands into the basilisk's mouths. The sharpened fangs of the statue were forced between the bones in the man's hands, breaking and deforming them. As macabre as it is, it wasn't the cause of his death. Under his beard, his throat is pierced, exposing a gaping hole surrounded by burning flesh. It drips beads of black wax onto his chest, carving a channel in his rusty armor and falling into a sizzling pool on the ground. His armor is dented in way too many places, like it's been hit with something sharp and heavy. Someone wrote "heretic" on the chest plate with chalk. The wax droplets eroded part of the writing along with the metal. You lift his chin, moving a lock of hair and revealing a squirming mass of maggots festering inside his cracked forehead. You retract your hand and clean it on his chest plate, erasing another letter from the insult scribbled there. Maybe it's better to inspect the surrounding area. A plain wooden shield leans against a nearby tombstone. Can I take that? It's not as good as a whole set of armor, but at least taking it won't require you to dislodge the rotten corpse from the statue. Add it to your inventory. When you lift it, you notice a hidden flail half buried in the dusty soil of Graven Tusk. If the Inquisitors did this, they can't be too far away. Wooden shield, 20 silver. I believe wooden shields let you ignore an attack by breaking it, but it also gives you minus, like 1 less damage. So it's gonna be 20 silver. Let's see if that's the case. When struck by an attack, take 1 less damage. Yeah, okay. Alternatively, you can choose to prevent all damage from the attack by having the shield break, rendering it no longer usable. It cannot be used with a Zweihander. God damn it. That sucks. Oh well. There's a flail. We could use the flail and the wooden shield, but should we? I don't know. I'm gonna write flail as well. So flail is D8 and 35 silver. Okay. Now I could use the flail along with the wooden shield and my armor, or I could use my Zweihander. I think it'll depend on the situation, but at least I have that option. So go to 10. Okay. My luck has been really good on this so far, which is suspicious to me. Okay. You walk for a good 10 minutes, wandering amongst the tombstones before you hear a voice coming from the other side of the mausoleum. You press yourself up against it and peek around to see a crowd of people camping in the graveyard. A couple of them are dressed in fine white tunics, embroidered with gold symbols of the twin-headed basilisks. They must be the Inquisitors. One stands on the remains of a toppled tombstone, preaching to a ragtag group of dirty peasants and commanding them to repent. The unwavering justice of the basilisks will reap all. The other is hunched right next to the first and limps back and forth using a Zweihander as a crutch. Oh my god, they have a Zweihander. There must be at least 10 people praying on the floor. At least 5 more guard another mausoleum right in front of the one you're using to hide. That must be where they're keeping the witch, if she's still alive. The Inquisitor's followers look more like a bunch of disgraced farmers than an army. They're skinny and malnourished, with only 3 pitchforks and 2 makeshift clubs between them. There is no way to sneak around their camp. I'm not gonna even ask chat for this one. I'm just gonna talk to them because there's no way I'm gonna fight. How many people is it? Like a ridiculous amount of people, and one of them has a Zweihander. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go with 21. You leave the mausoleum behind and step out amongst the graves. The preacher is the first one to notice you. He stops his sermon. The devout kneeling in interrupted prayer follow his gaze towards you. They whisper to each other. You even hear someone laughing. The other Inquisitor limps forward, inspecting you. The Zweihander hilt is sculpted like 2 basilisks hissing in opposite directions. There aren't many other living beings here in Graven Tusk. Who are you? So I can say I'm looking for the witch. That's their prisoner. Or I want your prisoner, surrender and I won't hurt you, which is probably a bad idea. Or you captured an innocent woman. I kind of think I should not say the second or third, but again, I'm just gonna leave it to chat. You captured an innocent woman. Okay, chat is telling me to choose you captured an innocent woman. Okay. The Inquisitor laughs. Innocent? He tilts his head. That's a really odd word to describe her. He limps back and forth, caressing the hilt of his improvised crutch. He seems eager to use it. All of our crops rot thanks to her curses, and yet she refuses to relive them or confess her sins. The peasants nod in approval, holding their mud-covered pitchforks. Do you really believe your judgment is better than that of 2 Inquisitors combined? Who do you think you are? Oh boy. Okay, so the choices are, I'm a devotee of the Church of the Twin Basilisks. So do we lie that we're like part of their church? Or I'm a noble from Grift. Wait, there was somebody from Grift. Who was it? Oh, wait, no, this might be a bad idea. Because I think these guys are from Grift. Yeah, they were from Grift. We actually met a soldier who was from Grift, and they described their crops dying. So they're probably also from Grift. So if we say this, they'll know that we're lying. Or I can say I'm a nobody. I don't know. I actually don't know. But I don't think I can say I'm a noble from Grift. That's probably not gonna end well. They'll know that I'm lying for sure. They're from Grift. Now, what we can actually do is we can use our omens to look forwards and see what the choicest consequence is before we flip to it. Or we can just go with chat's first suggestion, which is I'm a nobody, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go with I'm a nobody. So we're gonna go 69. The peasants look at each other, pointing fingers and shaking their heads. The Inquisitor smiles. He looks like a hawk ready to snatch its prey. That's really nice to know. But why nobody's opinion should matter more than our judgment is still a matter to discuss. He limps forward, snapping his tongue. Though perhaps there is a way to show us how worthy you are. Oh shit. I'm gonna fight a guy with a fucking Zweihander. Oh! Okay, so it's not a fight yet. What is this? He limps back towards the toppled tombstone. The other Inquisitor lowers his head to listen to the proposal. He then comes down from his improvised pulpit and walks towards you. He pulls out a small vial from under his tunic. It's filled with something black wax. The vial dangles in front of your face. If the twin-headed basilisk's good graces are upon you, then you should be able to drink it unfazed. He smiles. You don't have much of a choice, heretic. We can accept it and drink it, or we can toss it in their face. I recommend that we drink it. In fact, I'm going to say that we drink it because our toughness is +3. We might be able to survive it. Being outnumbered 15-1 doesn't leave you many courses of action. You grab the vial and draw it to your lips. You already smelled this waxy stench before, but now that it's near your nostrils, it's really unbearable. You suppress the urge to puke and decide to just get it over with. You gulp it with one swoop. Oh shit, I think we're dead. I think we're actually dead. This might have been a big mistake. Can I retroactively use my omen to say that we use this to look at the consequence? But I can't remember what page it was. What page was it even? No, I can't find the page. We're just gonna do it. 161. Are we dead? Are we actually just dead? Are we straight up dead? Oh shit. The movement that foul liquid drips into your mouth, you're invaded with pain. You grasp your neck with your free hand but remove it immediately. The skin on your palm is melting, revealing the bones underneath. The wax carved a hole in your throat and is trickling onto your chest. You fall to the floor screaming. The Inquisitors laugh in the distance. Works every time. Now, I need to find that page. I need to know. So I'm gonna retroactively use my omen here because we're dead. So it doesn't matter. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna be partially fair about this. We're dead, but I'm gonna say that we used our omen to actually look at the passage. So I'm gonna reduce that by 1. It is still cheating, but I want to know what happens. We're gonna toss it in their face and probably still die. Drinking it will be certain death. If they like this wax so much, they can have it. You grab the vial and toss it at the nearest Inquisitor. Test presence. This is gonna be a 10 up. 10 up. Come on. Fucking do it. 10 up. No, damn it. We can reduce this. We can remove all our omens. We can remove all our omens and have this succeed. Should we do that? Or should we just die in the next combat? We're gonna do it. I'm gonna use my last omen, and this is gonna succeed. So hopefully we're able to run past them afterwards. This is my last omen, so this is the last thing I can do here to affect my fate. So we're gonna use it, and we succeed. So we go to 236. The vial crashes against the preacher's face. The bastard drops to the floor, writhing and screaming among the tombstones. He tries to wipe his face with the back of his hand, but that only spreads the burning around and adds another foul stench to the stale air of the cemetery. All the peasants draw near. Some help in pinning him down, while one tries to clean the Inquisitor with a filthy rag. It's so dirty that it is probably going to cause more damage than the wax itself. Others stand there confused, looking at their martyr and praying for his salvation from your vile treason. The surviving Inquisitor is not limping anymore. He steps towards you, grabbing the hilt of his Zweihander. You go to 225. In the ensuing combat, you will always win initiative. The peasants will also need some time to recover from the shock of it all. They automatically roll 1 during the first round of combat. So we're fighting 14 people now? Okay, at least we actually defeated one of the Inquisitors, but the other one has a Zweihander. Oh my god. You treacherous coward. Okay, here is the plan. I'm gonna use my omens. I don't have any more omens. Oh shit, I forgot. Okay, we had to use omens, otherwise we would have died. Okay? A crowd of peasants following the Inquisitor into battle, trying to hit you from blind spots and poking at your back with makeshift weapons. After the Inquisitor attacks, roll a d6. So we always win initiative in this fight. Always. Now, After they attack, we have to roll a d6 and figure out what happens. But for the first round, it's going to be a 1 for sure. So we win initiative, we're able to get the first attack in, and I hope we win. I'm going to use... Should I use a flail or should I use a Zweihander? Do I want to be more defensive or not? I think I'm going to be... No, I'm going to use a Zweihander for the first round. So I'm going to have to get a 15 up in order to hit them, which is bad. This is really bad. There's no omens that I have. Okay, I missed, and the Inquisitor is going to try to hit me. I need... Oh my god. Actually, it's a 14 up, not a 15 up. It's a 14 up to hit, but I need a 15 up in order to dodge it. So, yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm able to dodge his attacks. So we're both unable to hit each other. The peasants are gonna get a 1 for the first round. So they're scrambling around, watching the fight and trying to find an opening to intervene and help the Inquisitor. Okay, I win initiative always. So, again, 14 or over. Damn it, no! Do I dodge it? Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, this is really bad. Okay, I'm still using my Zweihander at this point, so I only have my medium armor. I don't have my wooden shield. I can't use that with a Zweihander. In other words, he's gonna deal d10 damage towards me. I'm first gonna find out how much damage do I actually block from him, so I know how much he needs to roll to kill me in one shot. I blocked 2 damage. So, if he rolls an 8 or higher on a d10, I am dead. Thank god. Okay, he deals me no damage. He deals me no damage. Okay, let's see what happens with the peasants. What is happening? 1 to 3, please. Damn it! Okay, the peasants. A single peasant feels lucky and tries to impale you through the back with a pitchfork. A roll for defense. So we're gonna have to try to defend ourselves from the peasants. We are able to, so they don't damage us. Now, we win initiative again. I need to get a 14 over. Come on. Okay, okay, he's gonna... Okay, how much does he need to kill me? He needs... Okay, this is good. This is good for us. We block 4. So... Okay, he rolls a 1 again. Okay, I'm getting very lucky with this. At least in terms of him hitting me. So, they roll a 6. So, a peasant is gonna try to attack us. So, that's gonna be... they are gonna be able to attack us for how much damage? Maximum damage, and we're able to block 1 of it. We're down to 3. We have to be able to win this next round in terms of like actually landing a hit. Come on. 14. We needed a 14 to hit. Our strength is at -2. We needed a 14 to hit. We're going to be able to hit him. Now, he has 7 HP and he has an embroidered tunic of -d2. How much does he actually block? He blocks 1 damage. So, if I get an 8 or more, he's dead. I just rolled a d10 3 times and I just got 1 3 times in a row. What is going on? He blocks all my damage. I can't believe this. Okay, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Come on, don't... No! Okay, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. He's actually gonna kill me. Blocking 2 and... Yep. I'm dead. I'm dead. That's 9 -2, 7 damage. I am dead. The Inquisitor has killed me. We tried. We really did. We did try, but we are dead. 139. At the Inquisitor's command, the peasants rush you, dragging you down with sheer numbers. You lie face down with a dozen hands, pinning you to the floor and restricting your limbs. One Inquisitor picks up the Zweihander. It'll take no time at all to pass judgment upon you. One peasant pushes down on your head. The dirt scratches your face as he presses on you with all of his weight. You feel the cold steel hitting the back of your neck, followed instantaneously by the sound of a loud crack. You die. Oh, you're so close. So, that basically brings us to the ending of our look at You Nameless Scum. But I actually did a little flipperoonies, and I'm just gonna spoil a little bit, but there's places here where you can actually put your character and give your future adventures an ally. Like, you can actually write down your character here, and that will actually allow you to, in the future, get an ally to help you with your adventure. And yeah, there's a lot of ways to basically help your future selves. out. So that's really cool. Like I donated 20 silver to this. So the next time I go through this and I donate something else, I should be able to get whatever is in here. So that's going to be the end of it. I'll leave the links to where you can get this down in the description below. Again, this excellent game book was written by Rinaldo Agostini and edited by Damien Villa. Rinaldo is very cool. We've been talking a bit and he's told me how he actually made this book. On a piece of paper, like a large piece of paper, he drew a bunch of boxes and connected them up together. And that's how he made this book. He didn't like use digital tools to figure out where things would go to where. He just laid it out on paper first, which is insane to me. So yeah, he spent a lot of time and effort making this game book. So if this seems like something that you will enjoy, I highly recommend it. It's extremely fun. And I think if you get to the end, you're able to make a very interesting character backstory for a MÖRK BORG campaign. So again, high recommendation for this. Unfortunately, our character has died, but he will live on forever in our hearts. Yeah, if you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm still not used to saying all those things. But again, comment if you can, because I would love to know what you think of this game book. Do you think it's cool? Do you enjoy the fact that there's some meta elements to it, like you can actually look ahead in terms of your choice? Did you think I did well for that adventure? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.